Dear listener, ClockTower is intended for mature audiences and might be inappropriate or possibly triggering to some. Many of the themes and events in ClockTower are inspired by weird fiction as well as similar concepts, which means the show can get dark. If that isn't something you enjoy, please listen at your own discretion. We here at the ClockTower care about you, so please put your mental health first. Our show will be here when you're ready.
Welcome to Season 2 of ClockTower, a D&D 5e experience. To all our old and new listeners, we're excited to have you here with us. ClockTower is a D&D campaign turned audio drama, played with a custom class and a few house rules that we as a group collectively enjoy. If you find yourself getting a little lost, there's always older episodes to guide you back to the path. With all that said, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and welcome to the ClockTower. In a dark room, there are several skeletons with small pieces of finger bones, toe bones. There's a femur in there and a couple rib bones, all in a pile as they have these cups and they are shaking them and rattling them, and then they all slam them down, and then they tilt the cups backwards away, and they all make a bunch of noises at each other. And as they look at the dice, one of the skeletons just puts their hands that are missing 3 fingers on one of the hands and rakes all the bones to him, and you see him start putting 2 rib bones on his head like they're horns, and going as some of the other skeletons are just making groaning noises of Over in the corner, there's a skeleton plinking a guitar with a really weird bone on string sound, as we see one of them is holding a gun, as the note-taker skeleton is
you have to put the magazine in first, like this.
As the other skeleton puts it on top of the gun, not where the magazine goes. He goes,
no, incorrect. You have to put it underneath into the slot.
As the other skeleton puts it, holds it up to his skull, moves it closer to his eye hole. A note-taker skeleton goes,
no.
As he puts it in his eye hole.
Here, take this one, it's already loaded. Pull the trigger and aim it at something. When we get there, tomorrow night.
As the skeleton gives him a solid nod and goes. Elsewhere, Skeleton King looks at Donnie and goes,
I think this is really gonna work. I think that we've got a solid I know that all of the other ones were kind of shit shows. There was one guy who got his arm ripped out into skeleton, but they didn't understand the rules yet. And mistakes happen, right? So but this one, we're gonna have the clock guys, my best buds, and they're gonna help us, and then we're good. And believe me, Donnie, I know that you said you didn't really trust them, and they seem kind of hedgy, but look, nothing, they're professionals, okay? Even more than me, they're professionals.
And then there's a knock at the door.
Just hold on a second. As he kind of steps towards the door, hesitates as his hand reaches for the knob, and then he readjusts his jacket, and one might notice that sitting on his hip there appears to be the handle of some kind of weapon. As he readjusts himself and asks, "Who is it?"
It is me, sir.
Oh, perfect. Here, please come in.
As Notes opens the door and goes,
Sirs, boss and Donnie boss, we have a problem.
What would that be?
You should come see this.
Sure. Yeah. Come on, Skella boss, let's go.
All right, what's going on?
The 3 of you head out to the street, and you see a mob of people chanting in the street as there's a dude tied up and being held above the other ones, and he's glowing purple as the crowd is going, "Burn the witch! Burn him!" As you see following behind this procession, looking very uncomfortable, is Yeager and Sam in his hand has 2 hamsters, one that's black and white and not moving at all, and the other one is a blondish red color, as everybody is just going, "Ban him!" As the guy's "No, please, there's something wrong!"
Donnie, without even looking to Skeleboss, just says, professionals, huh? As he lights a cigarette.
Skeleton King goes,
Yeah, look, they already got a whole mob of people gonna burn that guy. We couldn't. Do you have any idea how hard it would be to organize the skeletons to do something like this?
as one of the like passers-by in the crowd, Donnie like looks at you and goes, we're gonna kill a ghost! And then like moving forward in the crowd.
Donnie would like to just, as he takes drags of his cigarette, he wants to approach towards the back of the crowd as they begin to prep this man to be burned. He reaches for a sawn-off shotgun that is black and steel with red trim. Upon closer inspection, one might see a red heart has been painted on the side with a K inside of the heart. And he raises it into the sky and fires one shell. And he says, now listen here, I know you are all very, very on edge, but this man has done no wrong. We are in very, very strange times, and you will have to trust me as one of the heads of the Heartless family. This man is now under our protection, and I must ask that you all leave him be. Things will be a lot clearer in the next few days, okay?
As you say that, the crowd like quiets, and like the people holding him look like they're struggling to hold him up a little bit. And then one dude out of the crowd with a big bushy beard comes up to you and goes,
Look here, I might be drunk.
I would like to interject here. Sam is going to, like, realizing this is all getting out of hand, goes to cast a spell, realizing they have a hamster in their hand, kind of shuffle into the other hand, and then whip out their wand and cast suggestion on this person who has approached Donnie.
the hamster who's awake kind of tries to wiggle out of your grip.
Pocket.
You stick the hamster into your pocket.
Yes.
Okay.
And then cast suggestion on this drunk person.
Okay. He's gonna roll with disadvantage.
Please make a DC 13 wisdom check.
He did not.
All right, in that case, in like the back of his brain in weird drunken whispers with ticking sounds, Sam is going to suggest that he should comply and work with Donnie so they can get back to his kids.
I should comply and work with Donnie so I can get back to my kids.
Yes, you should. Thank
Yeah. I might be drunk.
you. That's all right. Hope you have a good night. Thank you.
I love you.
I love my people, too.
Yeah! We
save,
should
dude.
all let the ghost go and return to drinking!
Everybody's like, yeah! Some dude in the back goes, is that a fucking skeleton?
Yeah, the Heartless Gang are great. We love these guys.
Why are we gonna burn this guy?
No, Heartless Gang.
Heartless Gang!
Yeah.
Yeah! As everybody, like, there's a weird drunken slurred chant returned. As they're like, yeah, fuck this guy! And then they drop him.
Donnie approaches this man that was just dropped and wants to look down, offer a hand.
His hands are all tied up.
Oh.
He's like all tied up in a lot of rope.
He's like, oh, sorry about that. And then he holsters his weapon and then reaches down and unbinds him and says, it seems like you had a pretty rough night.
I'm glowing purple.
You sure are. You're definitely glowing,
They were
buddy.
gonna
but
burn me.
That's okay. You can burn away some wages.
No, I don't wanna burn.
At the casino right over here. Everything you do tonight is on the house.
Can you make me not purple?
We have I'm pretty sure there's a bathroom in there.
I don't know if it washes off.
You know what? Look, buddy, it might be something new, but you look pretty great.
Please roll a persuasion check.
8.
Yeah, baby! Well, he got a 5. Yeah, baby! He blushes a little bit, goes, thanks. This way? Notes goes,
One of the skeletons will show you the way. Follow this guy. Don't squeeze the trigger.
as the skeleton goes,
That guy's got promise. He's good.
As they're talking, the Yeager looks at Sam and goes, Sam, we didn't cause this mob. We are simply using it to try to heighten our friends' gang's influence and make sure that they have a good standing in the city for the time when we leave.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you guys did a really good job.
I don't know why you're trying to take the moral high road on this, but sure, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I like have to rip skeletons out to make a mob most of the time. That was a pretty group. How'd you do that?
With magic.
Damn.
Have you? Okay. No.
Skeleton King looks away really sadly, like,
No, Skeleton King. I can teach you how to make people purple.
Can you?
Yes.
How? I could do magic again? That was so dope last time.
I think so. Okay, listen, but you'll have to promise me that you may only use this that when it will not affect agents or others.
I'm not allowed to use it on clock people or...
Other people.
Well, who do I use it on then?
Party tricks.
Donnie approaches.
Skeletons.
I could use it on skeletons? Bet, teach me how to make them purple.
Whoa, Shay, what's going on?
I'm gonna learn how to make people purple with magic.
Okay, so that answers my first question in that it was you guys that turned them purple and not anybody else.
Yes.
Well,
Donnie, don't be jealous because you can't do magic.
Okay, I don't see, that's not relevant to my question right now.
yeah. So funny enough, we were doing this in a bid to try to make the Heartless gang a bit more palatable.
I don't know if I should be offended or not.
Well, okay, think about it this way, right? So, people who are down on their luck, people who are cast out, they're looking for family.
Does this include skeletons?
It does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skeletons are people. You're sentient.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
everyone has a skeleton, to be fair.
So what if anybody
That's
who's
true.
on the
I
down,
found them.
anyone's on the down and out, they were immediately apparent to you, so you could go talk to them and then recruit them to your family.
Oh, okay.
It so happened that
I told you, they're professionals. They've always got some sort of plan. They're like you, Donnie.
Can I ask them to make a persuasion?
yeah.
This is deception. This is deception.
shooting deception. 15.
You win. Donnie is like, oh, I will admit that has been one of our weaker points in the past few months. People, believe it or not, are not very open to working with skeletons.
Yeah, that's usually why I have to recruit more skeletons. Skeletons are like this, and he like puts his bony fingers together, and he's like, they're like skeletons together strong.
They're like a female.
But like,
Yeah.
wait, when it comes to like humans, a lot of the time they've got a lot of skin, and that makes them judgy.
Yeah,
The appearances do seem to be a lot for a lot of people. But you know what? We, as a group, a family, want to prove that just because you don't have a heart doesn't mean you don't have feelings.
exactly. And, now, if you look around the city, I'm sure you'll find a lot more people suddenly being random colors. So you should recruit them.
Yeah,
They're going to
of course.
feel very alienated for a couple minutes.
Yeah,
and
probably some
that
people
makes
that
them
find-
highly likely to be recruited to things.
I see. Okay, I will keep
This
that
is
in
recruiting
mind.
time.
What a
Now's the
great
time.
plan! Man, I love these guys.
It's great. Say, so you guys were out helping us. That's great. We appreciate that. Might help the backlash of what goes on tomorrow. But where are your friends?
So we haven't seen them in a little while. We split off to try to do separate things.
I see.
Sort of a divide and conquer kind of thing.
Oh.
However,
You guys hear distant gunshots.
However, I have a good idea of where they might be.
question: are there any other gangs in the city that are being dealt with at the present time, or is it just?
Well, gangs plural, probably not. But
I know where they are.
Where are they?
Waits for another gunshot to go off. That way.
isn't that the direction of the?
No,
notes?
it's back behind us.
As Note Taker Skeleton looks at you and gives you a nod confirming that yes, that gunshot was from the direction of the base.
Okay. Well, that's not good. You know what? Hey, gang. It would seem that the missions come a little early. Everybody get ready, and we're gonna roll out.
It's time to raise a skeleton army.
It's time to make sure that we treat this city better than it has been treated previous.
With guns! Skeletons, grab your guns!
Could I make a suggestion before we do this in general? You should probably send some skeletons out to save the people who are glowing in colors, because that was part of the plan in the first place.
And they will most likely join you in a common cause.
Yes.
Oh,
Notes,
perfect.
Note says,
Believe me, you don't want to do that. Just let the glowing people deal with themselves.
Okay, here, how about this? Also, Heartless family, no shooting anyone that is purple.
They will also
Or
be glowing
green.
other primary
Or
colors.
blue.
Like
Or-
glowing in general.
glowing. Yeah.
For those of you that have the capability of vision, do not. You know who to shoot at. We have the targets. Shoot the ones that look like that, but not each other.
Yeah, follow the flashcards.
Yes.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
As you guys, we see like the montage of all of the skeletons going through a room and being handed Tommy guns and like fucking handguns as they go along. And as they like leave that room, Notes is sitting there, hands them a flashcard that's got like your enemy looks like this. And it's like a classic mob gangster poster on it and goes, go. As Skeleton goes,
Don't shoot civilians. Don't shoot civilians. Don't shoot civilians.
As all the skeletons like give him a firm nod on the way out, just like as the army of skeletons starts marching in formation, as Skeleton King is like leading the pack with Donnie and Notes and Sam and Yeager on either side, like a goddamn like movie intro of the badasses walking together. And Skeleton King like looks back at it and hears the marching footsteps in silence and goes,
Are you sure we can't also have a parade without like the music alarming and announcing our position? It's like so much less cool.
I would actually say right now, Skeleton King, and Jaeger's walking with like his rifle over his shoulders with his hands like going over them, so he looks like he's sort of like carrying a staff or something like that. He looks at Skeleton King and goes, "I'll be honest, this feels fucking cool."
Yeah, but I feel like it would be cooler with like a tuba and maybe some like sick horns playing some music.
We've talked about this. When it's business time, things are very serious, and we need to keep serious.
Music can be serious.
The music is for the clubs afterward, the celebration parties, things like that. What if, after all this is said and done, we can compromise, we will have a celebratory march. How does that sound?
All right, skeleton parade after the attack, but I would just still like Notes. Write down that I said parade during the attack would have been cooler. Yes, sir.
I will say, don't forget, you could always make like the parade like jam for your music, and then have the intimidation jam for the approach.
And like fireworks next time.
Maybe
have
not fireworks.
Have you seen fireworks? They're fucking cool. They like go off into the air and explode. But not like bombs. Those are different.
They're literally bombs.
I learned that one the hard way.
Oh, and speaking of that, actually, and Sam's going to like swirl dancing lights into their hand and then fire them off as bright as possible, all in one ball, as bright as possible, like a flare towards like up angled so it like illuminates the streets that we're marching down.
That's dope as hell. The light like as it's like, it almost looks like you have a spotlight following your army or like going over your army for a second as like all the skeletons march. There's people like moving their curtains in their window to see an army of skeletons marching as they like close the curtains on their window really fast. And then like their wife is like, what's happening? He goes, nothing. Nothing's happening. Note taker skeleton goes,
well, there goes the element of surprise.
As Skeleton King goes,
see, we could have had music. The surprise element is as weak as the element of water.
I will admit, this is pretty great, but Donnie wants to take a couple steps back and look to Note Taker Skeleton and say, hey, I'd hoped to do this a little bit less high stress, but it seems that we are well on our way. I don't know how things are going to go, but can you hold on to something for me?
Of course, sir. I am bound by Skeleton King's law to follow anything you say.
Right. I was going to give this to the boss himself, but I feel like you might do a better job of hanging on to it for me.
Skeleton boss, sorry. Excuse my mistake.
That's all right. Just hang on to this, and if he ever needs it, if you ever feel the need to give it to him, do so. And he dexterously hands him a card.
Note taker skeleton like slides it under his clipboard, like underneath all the papers, and goes, I will be sure to give it to him, should it arise.
Yes.
But don't worry, sir. I know that you may not have faith in how this raid's going to go down, but we believe in you.
Don't let anyone ever tell him that he doesn't have one.
hey audience, welcome back. We're adjusting Path of the South. The marked aggression is getting the following changes and will reflect so in the class after this. We will word it properly in the class, but this is the basic rundown of what it does. When a creature is marked for death by a ClockTower Agent Path of the South, and they use Marked Aggression. Marked Aggression also gives them the feature that if they land the killing blow on a creature, they're refunded a ClockTower coin, and they can then move their Marked for Death to a new target. Elsewhere, meanwhile, as the parade of skeletons marches down the street, Berret, you have just scuffled with this man. Trinket ran up, hit him with the axe. You know that the person above you to the right on the balcony has been alerted as he leaned over the balcony and the cigarette falls out of his mouth. And he goes, "Oh my God!" The person behind the building, you can hear going, "What the fuck?" in the distance and running towards the front of the house. You can't see that guy yet. You can see the dude on the balcony leaning over, looking towards the porch. And the dude right next to you who Trinket just hit once with his axe, and he looks like he's rethinking all of his life decisions. What would you like to do?
I'm going to hit him with my axe, but right before I make the critical decision to do so, I'm going to flip my axe around and hit him with the back of my axe.
Okay.
And just thunk him over the head if I possibly can. I'm just going to go in full non-lethal if possible, and this will get to a point where I don't give a shit anymore. But yeah, I'm going to hit him in the back of the head.
And him, you're talking about the dude next to you?
Yeah, the one that Trinket is attacking currently.
Okay.
12 to hit.
That misses.
Ooh, darn. Shucks. Second attack. I guess I'll try with my other axe. 22.
Okay. That hits.
Okay.
Roll damage.
4. I rolled a 1.
Oh, he is still up, but fucking barely.
And my final attack, I rolled 13 to hit.
Escalation.
Fuck. God, die. Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep.
If he wins the escalation, he's going to catch your axe, the beard of it, on his Tommy gun, and then wrench it out of your hand and throw it behind him into the yard somewhere.
Okay, well then, if for my escalation, as my axe lands on his Tommy gun with the beard on the barrel, I'm just gonna push forward and hit him with the fucking top of the axe and straight in the noggin.
Oh, God.
And still get that KO damage.
All right, get that. I like the flavor on the critical.
16.
5.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Yeah, I don't think you can roll less damage than he has health, but roll it anyway.
8 and 6.
Yeah, he's already
Dunk.
KO'd. So, Trinket, you run up and slash the dude, and then Berret, bonks him in the head. He, reels to the left, and then Berret tries to hit him, and he, catches it on his axe, and then Berret just goes and shoves it forward and breaks the dude's nose as the dude, slams up against the wall behind him and then, slides down with, a and then just slumps unconscious as the dude on the railing is like, "Oh, my God." And he, is checking himself for his gun as he goes, "Fuck." And he, is gonna turn to go run inside. It's your turn.
I can't really do anything about that.
Yeah, he's kind of up on a on the second floor.
I'm going to turn to Berret. Should we go?
I guess we should keep the momentum going.
Oh.
We get as far as we can, and if we can't go anymore, we hit the watch.
All right.
So, what are you doing then? Because you know there's someone coming around the back of the house towards you guys currently, and there's a man up top who looks like he's about to go run inside on the second floor.
So is there a guy who's basically about to run around the corner?
Yeah, at some point.
Can we kind of get behind the corner and get the jump on him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
If you want for action's sake, you can just post up on the corner and D&D mechanics wise, hold your action to make your attack as soon as he pops around and get advantage surprising him. Which we're just gonna say that happens. The man runs up with his gun and you're just taking a big swing at him as he rounds that corner.
Okay, advantage on my attack roll?
Yes. You big hit him.
22.
You big hit him.
6 damage.
All right. He must have got his his gun up in the way to defend some of that. You kind of slash him and he oh my God! Are you going to shove him at all or?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, it's his turn. He's still right next to you. He's going to try and shoot you with disadvantage. 8. Oh my God. So 8 plus 5 is 13 total.
It does not hit.
Damn. I imagine he's holding the trigger down and firing as you're with your axe moving the gun in the air as it's just as the dude goes, "Get off of me, you crazy The dude inside, we like see the small scene of the dude like burst open into the like secondhand room. There's like a pool table with a Tommy gun laying on it, and he goes, "Oh my god!" And he like grabs the Tommy gun and like racks it as he goes, "Okay!" And he runs. He goes to run back outside. That's his full movement. He can't make an attack yet because he's gonna get back to the edge, and that his action was picking up the gun. So it's back top of the round. Berret's turn.
This guy's currently trying to fight an axe burying into his chest more than it already has, correct?
Well, Trinket tried to hit him right in the chest, but it didn't. He kind of caught it a little bit, and it did 6 damage to him, so.
All right. I'd like to make a persuasion roll, if I can.
Okay. That is your action, just so you know.
That's fine. I think you got this handled for the moment, combat-wise, but I'm going to hold my axes both above my head, ready to just lay into him.
You fight for the Heartless now, unless you want to be heartless yourself.
I guess that's intimidation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll roll for
That's not
intimidation.
persuasion, that's intimidation.
16 total.
All right. He's going to roll a wisdom check. He got a 2 minus 1. So he goes, "Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't even need to be here." He like is still holding the gun in front of him, but he's like kind of not fighting. He's just kind of like defending. Trinket, it's now your turn.
Talking's a free action now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna look at Berret. Like, I'll hold my axe, kind of like, huh?
It's your choice. As I look to the dude.
Fucking pissing himself.
The guy goes, "Wait, what?" No, I give up.
I'm gonna just kind of shove him to the side as we wait for the next guy to come out.
Okay. Are you guys just gonna like take cover?
Do I hear anybody coming down the stairs or anything like that? Like, perception-wise?
No, well, the thing is, he's probably gonna shoot at you from the balcony where he's got half cover and is shooting down at you guys.
I'm going to put my back up against the wall that I'm next to.
Okay.
Hopefully getting out of line of fire, and kind of give a nudge/shove for the guy who has a gun out into the open.
Okay, so you guys are putting him between you guys and the gun guy.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Got it. In that case, it's gonna roll down to the dude who gets to the balcony as he's gonna aim. The dude goes, "Jacob, don't! Jacob, please! Wait! As the dude like looks down and goes, "Carl, get out of the way!" As he goes, No, I already gave up. What? They've got axes, man. They're gonna cut us up. We have guns. No, you have a gun. Well, what do you want me to do? I gotta shoot him. No, you don't. You really don't. You could not. As
I nod intimidatingly to the smoker guy.
Dude, come on, they're gonna kill me. As the dude with the gun goes, "Fuck, Carl, you always do this." And he like throws the gun down.
Yes. This is how you win a game with a full house.
As then, all of a sudden, there's a big, like, as a white light erupts into the air down the street, and you guys hear distant marching.
They're the rest of the cards.
The dude on the top of the balcony, like, sees the light in the distance, goes, "What do we do now?"
We're gonna open the front gates now. As I thud him in the back with my axes.
Yeah, fine. Oh my god. As that guy, like, goes up, he's got, like, a little tiny bit of a mustache going on, whereas Carl up there has, like, a full mustache. They both look pretty similar. Other than that, they look like kind of Bob Everyman kind of dudes. They look like bros, maybe.
As I step out of cover, I look to Carl. "Hello, Carl. You're on the winning side now. You better comply."
You know my name now. Okay. I'm just gonna go open the gate now.
Better get to it.
Yeah. Okay. And all of a sudden he like says something to you, but he's no longer talking as he's walking forward.
There's the pebble.
And he like stops. He like touches his throat a little bit, and he like holds his hands to his ears, like he's like trying to make it so he can't hear anything. And he like says, like, he moves his mouth, and then he covers his ears again. And he moves his mouth, and he like looks like he starts breathing a little faster, like.
Could this go any smoother? As I look, can I look for the pebble now that I have an accurate?
As Jacobs goes, "What are you doing?" As the dude like looks over at like you guys, and looks over up at Jacob, and then like he points to his ears and makes a bunch of hand gestures.
I don't think they can hear you, bud. Get to it. Can I make a perception roll for this fucking pebble?
Yeah, with disadvantage.
It's a 1. My first roll. 16 on the next
How bad
one.
is that one?
16 again, so...
Okay, it's just a failure. You like look at the grass and you like try to like, all right, if the sound is not working here,
I'm trying too hard.
Step into the border, and then you like you spend like maybe 40 seconds on like trying to figure out where it might be, and you're like, fuck it, I'm not doing this right now.
As I just sign aggressively to the gate, point at gate.
The dude goes, let's see if he understands. Let's roll. You got a 15. He like
Great.
nods at the dangerous man with the axes and goes over to the gate and
Guy's
opens.
got thieves' can.
He opens the front gate. As you guys see the large iron fences, you hear them creak, which means like somewhere in between the front gate and the porch is the pebble.
Stupid fucking pebble. Can I just rub the ring? Can I just rub the ring and dispel?
Is silence a concentration spell?
Yes, you can dismiss it as an action.
Yeah, you can stop.
I think I've lost concentration a while ago. I guess I'm hyper-focusing at this point.
You stop and the silence wears off the rock.
Great. Gate's open. I guess we're getting this plan on
Should
a move.
I come down, or like, do I stay up here? What do I do? How does this? Is he still a hostage? Are we on your side now? Are you gonna kill us? Are you gonna kill him?
Shut up! What do you plan to do with that gun?
That's what I was asking.
Good. Don't aim at skeletons, don't aim at civilians, and don't aim at us.
Did you say skeletons?
Yes.
Skeletons!
Fucking skeletons.
As I point my axe at him very intimidatingly.
He like calls down. I'm like, okay.
You're gonna shoot at anybody who attempts to stop the skeletons coming through that gate.
I don't want to.
You don't have to kill anybody.
No,
just make yourself known.
You know, there's like skeletons in every. I'm like, am I not supposed to shoot at anyone?
You'll know when you see them. Skeletons. As I pull Carl with me, and we make our way to the front doors of this mansion.
Okay, there are two large, heavy wooden double doors.
All right, Carl. Are these locked?
He like has a moment of silence as if he's trying to remember, and he like checks the door handle, and he goes, no, and he like pushes it open.
Good man. As I push him again a little bit, less hard, as I look back at Trinket, gonna shrug.
Did you kill my friend?
No. Should I?
No.
As I keep looking at him.
He kind of like shoves his like knocked out buddy's body off to the side. He goes, all right.
What should I expect when I walk through these doors, Carl?
We're not supposed to track mud on the carpet.
Good to know. What else?
No one is supposed to go inside, but we're breaking that rule.
I figured.
There's a pool table on the second floor, and it's like a really nice house, like more money than I've ever seen kind of a house. Yeah, we're not supposed to let anyone inside.
Okay, are there more of you in there?
Well, no.
No? Like this is it? This is the whole, you're the whole guard for this whole, three of you?
Well, no, there's Jacobs, and then there was Eric and Steve on the porch.
Yeah.
And then I don't know where Simon is. Did you guys knock him out too?
We may have. What do he look like?
He was on the border patrol.
Probably. Might be taking a nap in the bush.
All right, cool. Cause like,
just know.
I'm just glad you're not like. At least you knocked him out, you know. Cause like Simon's got a daughter, and like I got.
We haven't killed anybody yet, and I don't need to know who you have under your dependency.
Yeah, that's fine. But like, I'd really like to ingratiate myself to you as a human.
Great. Welcome to the Heartless, then.
Yeah, no, I'm real. I would love to be part of your gang. Because like you can't pay me more than my life, so like I'm good with that.
I'm sure you'll like our boss more than you'll like me.
Yeah, no.
But for now, you have me.
I'm on it. Hey, as far as things I ain't supposed to be telling you, I feel like I either tell you everything or I die, or you guys lose and then I die for telling you everything. So I'm kind of fucked if I do, fucked if I don't here.
So you better hope the Heartless win, huh?
Yeah, no, it's kind of what I'm. You have spared my life so far. My boss sure isn't.
Where are the bullets?
Well, we are given them at like there's another base that got hit by a different gang a couple like last week. And that's where we kept a lot of our bullets and our guns.
Got any bullets here?
Like, I have this, and he like reaches in his back pocket and he pulls out like a spare banana clip or a banana magazine of like for the Tommy gun.
Of regular bullets.
I have this, but like this is kind of all I got. I think that Jacobs has more. Jacobs, you got more up there? As he goes, I have 2 magazines up here.
I'm talking about the bullets. As I give him a very squinty look.
He goes, yeah, no, they're in this thing.
I'm not...
Like, you put them one by one, and you, like, gotta hold them down, and you, like, press into
Where's your boss hang out?
Oh, in the dungeon.
Where's the dungeon?
Look, I ain't been there. I just heard about it, because it's, like, really weird.
Well, tell me what you heard, Carl.
Okay, all right. Look, all right. Look, there's a door, like, under the island in the kitchen where they make the pasta. Okay?
All right, take me where they make the pasta.
Okay! As the dude, like, leads you into the house, and you see him, like, wipe his feet off on the door.
I'll wipe my feet off, too.
Okay. And when you go in, it's got, like, nice carpets and, like, very well, like ornate molding and like fine art on tables and things. And it is one of those houses that you walk into and you're like, this house costs more money than my life is worth on the black market.
Definitely need to wipe my feet.
Sick. And he leads you into this like really large like open kitchen that's got like a bar countertop that separates it from a very nice like sort of downward inset living room. And then he's like, look, apparently, from what I know, it's underneath this big island here. You gotta push this out of the way, or there's like a button somewhere or something. I don't know. I never seen it. Look, Simon was telling me that there's like this secret staircase leads down into some like dank dungeon that he went in there one time, and there was like there was like some weird scribblings on the wall. Like, have you ever read one of them fantasy books? He said that like
yes.
It's like one of them things where like you go down into a passageway and there's like really like doors that are like banded in iron and things like that, and there's like some sort of like weird fucking witch room down there.
I think I've actually read that before. Can I roll for perception?
Sure.
Great, thank you. 17 total perception for finding this secret key.
You see that there are like scrape marks on the tile that indicate which way it's supposed to move. 5-10 minutes to find the like hidden latch that you just like reach under part of the countertop and like feel a little bit of a part of the wood that like compresses, and you press that hard and it has like this satisfying click, and all of a sudden you're like, you feel it kind of like shift, and you're able to like push with some effort the entire kitchen island that looks like a solid, like, it's not like one of the kitchen islands that is supposed to move. It looks like it's made out of like, it's got a granite countertop and shit, and you like shove that out of the way. And just as the dude was saying, there's like what looks like a medieval, like, it does not look like, this looks like it was here before this building was built. It was built like on top of it. But like, that makes sense because it was said that this house used to be a church. And whatever, like, this looks like it's left over from the foundations of the church and goes down into that. It's got like the sort of brick, like real rough cobblestone brick, rounded roof that goes to the straight, narrow walls. Holy shit, Simon was right.
Well, looks like you were right, Carl.
Well, I mean, Simon told me, but yeah, he was right. He wasn't lying.
Well, you better thank Simon later.
Whoa, and he like puts a hand on your arm and then realizes he's touching you and then thinks that may be a bad idea, and he pulls his hand away and he goes, that means that magic might be real too. If Simon was right about what just happened, then like magic could be real. Cause Simon swore that they were doing witchcraft down there.
Well, you better start believing, cause you're going down with us.
No, I am not.
As I push him in.
What? Okay. Actually, he got a 15 dex check.
Nice.
So he like skips down a couple of those stairs.
I have faith in Carl.
Like, what if I had fallen down the stairs just now? You don't know how long this place goes down.
No, I don't. As I keep going, as I.
Okay. As he like goes forward, he's like, could I like go get my gun first though? Like, I can't fight a witch like this.
You got us, don't you?
I guess. Oh my God, I'm the shield.
No. As I keep making my way down the stairs and look back at Trinket.
I shrug.
And
I walk down the stairs.
As we walk down the stairs.
Okay. was where there is an army of skeletons marching, and they eventually reach the front gate that is open wide. And as they do so, there's a guy on the balcony that is now smoking another cigarette at this point, and he looks out, puts a hand in like he's trying to see further away, as he goes, "Oh my God, there's fucking skeletons!"
Can I make a history roll to see if I recognize this guy?
Yeah.
Nat 20. Nice.
Yeah, that's, you know all of these guys, you don't have to roll for any more of them.
Oh, hey, Jacobs.
Donnie, is that you?
Yeah, what's going on?
Why you got so many skeletons? What's going on?
Where's the boss? Where's Martino?
The boss?
Yes, Jacobs. Just tell me where
Well,
he
he
is.
said not to disturb him, and he didn't say where he was going, but Simon said he was probably going to the witchcraft room.
Donnie, should I just fucking shoot him now?
No, don't shoot these
Whoa!
guys.
I'm on your side. I'm like part of the gang now. That's what that man with the 2 axes said.
Oh, so you did see a man with
okay.
2 axes.
Yeah, he
that's-
made Carl open the gate, and then he took him inside.
Oh. Welcome to the
there-
Heartless.
But they didn't tell me what to do, and I don't want to die to some dude with 2 axes or some crazy girl with a big axe. So like, I'm
So
gonna.
she was also there?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's all we need from you.
Thanks, Jacobs.
Are you guys with them?
Yeah.
Don't
Hey.
you working with children now?
Okay, look, first, you don't have any right to judge me. Firstly, that's not what's going on here. Listen, Jacob, you know what? Just go out into the town, have a night, go to a casino. All right, just leave. Just leave. It's fine. We want to talk with Martino.
Donnie, you ain't gonna kill him, is he? Because he's been real good to us.
I just want to talk with him, and I'm honest. I'm being honest. People say that in our line of work all the time, but I'm being serious. I just want to talk with him.
All right. I'll go. You want? I'll just go then.
Yes.
I gotta go down through the inside. 1 second. And he's like,
Donnie turns around in this silence. Everybody's standing there, and looks to the crowd of the skele mob of the Heartless family and says, "Okay, everybody,
one of
just
the
please."
skeletons like holds up his gun and like above his head like aims it at over towards Jacob's direction. Like click, 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 click.
No rattling, not yet. Shave it. Everybody, make a path for the man that's about to leave. His name is Jacobs. He is complying. We are friends.
Yes, salute him. He's with us now.
Yes, everybody, sing to his praises.
All the skeletons start like rattling all over the place. It's like as
This is good. See, we're good people.
Jacobs comes down and like walks through. He's like, "Hey, do you want my gun?"
No, I think we'll be okay.
Okay. Oh, what they doing?
They're celebrating you.
Is that what they doing? Why, Donnie? Why you got so many skeletons?
I'm in a new line of work.
Oh my God, you're the other gang.
Yeah, Jacobs, it's me. Surprise! Just go away. Go have fun. Go take care. How are the other guys doing? Go meet up with them.
Hey,
have a
if you,
good night on the town.
If you see Simon, can you send him home too? Because he was getting real tired.
Yeah. How's his daughter, by the way?
She's doing. I think she's doing well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
But I don't know. He's always here, so like he's always working.
Yeah. Jacobs, I got a thing to do. Just.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
You guys have a
Look,
good. He looks at one of the skeletons. He's like, "Yeah, click to you," and like.
Hey, maybe we'll have a drink later. Just yeah.
While they're talking, Yeager's gonna like nudge Sam and sort of like head nod to the house, like let's go. While they're busy.
Yeah, Sam's gonna be like, look to Yeager. Like, yeah, you're right.
Skeleton King looks around.
They just started walking up to the house already, like while that entire situation was going on, and they're just like.
Skeleton Boss looks around and then looks at Note Taker Skeleton and then sees the guy walking away and then looks at like the gates open and the front door open and goes,
Is there not fight? There's not gonna be a fight.
Just hold.
We got all armed up for nothing.
Hold on. There's probably going to be a fight. Just don't start the fight until it's necessary. When we start getting shot at, that's when we shoot.
That guy was more compliant than the skeletons are.
I know. That's great. That means we're doing our job very well.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't want to fight a whole army of skeletons if I was made out of meat.
Exactly. Because at the core, all of us, all of you, we are what holds up
Hey, well, they're
everything
going
else.
inside.
Oh, everybody march in.
Yeah, let's go! Skeleton army, take whatever you can grab.
a bunch of skeletons start going over to the tree.
As Sam walks up to the door, they're gonna like rap on it like.
It's open.
Hey, I know, but they're announcing their presence. Hello?
It looks really nice in there.
Damn.
Oh, we should probably just keep walking and see it until we'll see something weird.
Sam's gonna start walking in with you, put a hand in you, we'll have him wipe their feet.
So we were going to walk in here and start shooting everybody. I'm not going to, whatever. Yeager wipes his feet.
Thank you.
You guys go into the house, as it is really nice. And you guys get like halfway through the hallway leading towards the living room, kitchen kind of an area. Donnie, Note Taker Skeleton, and Skeleton King following very closely behind you guys. And then the army of skeletons descends on the house and they just start picking up everything that isn't nailed down.
Didn't wipe their feet.
No, none of them did. This house is a whirlwind of thievery in a few moments. As like, by the time you get to this kitchen, they've already like spread out ahead of you. And then there's like one of the skeletons posted up by the like staircase leading down. And he's just got like a big pot on his head. And he like, as Donnie, Skeleton King, and you guys walk up, he salutes Donnie and it makes a little like clink noise on the pot on his head.
Great work. Yes, just as you're taking everything outside, make sure it's
Two
organized
skeletons
enough.
lift up the kitchen sink.
Yeah, make sure it's organized enough we can get it out of here in an orderly fashion, okay? And don't leave with it, just set it out front so we can finish what we came here for.
Yeah, and don't take the walls. Like, leave the house a house still.
Yes, we're just taking the furnishings.
You two put the sink back.
As they're like almost halfway outside with it.
And Skeleton Boss, could we actually have like someone strong watch the stairs to make sure nobody comes in behind us? Like Tim.
Tony,
there you go.
watch the stairs.
The Minotaur, yeah, him.
As the big skeleton stomps up and then like kneels down and like puts his face to the step. He goes,
no, like from like to make sure no one goes down it.
Guard the stairs.
As Tony like looks up and goes,
yes, guard the stairs.
He nods and then stands in front of all of you guys, blocking you from the stairs.
From everyone else, it's not us or part of the Heartless Mafia.
He nods and then like two skeletons go down the staircase, just like ahead of you guys.
Okay,
that's probably for the best.
That
makes sense. Yeah.
As Skeleton King goes,
all right, skeletons that aren't looting, we're going down these creepy steps.
That's right, everybody. Yes, everybody down the creepy stairs. Watch your step.
Oh,
mind your pace.
If you don't mind, can Yeager and I go first real quick to see if there's any traps or something like that?
Well, there's already like two skeletons down there. They're going. Those guys are like, they're moving.
Oh, well, we're gonna go.
Oh, one of them tripped.
And there he goes. Oh.
Yeah, by all means, please,
arms.
go ahead of me.
His arms are gone. Okay, let's go.
Sam starts walking down the steps. While walking down the steps, Sam's be like, guys, hello, Trinket.
So, Sam, I feel like we'll hear them before we see them.
Trinket, Berret, and Carl. You guys are all going down, and you get to the end of these stairs where they like stop, and there's what looks like, so imagine if there was like a stone floor that used to be like a cellar or a basement, right? And then a sinkhole happened, and only the first like 4 feet of that stone floor exist anymore, and it's fallen out into a huge underground cave. This must have happened some time ago because there is a like man-built path leading down to the left of this and spiraling around, stairs made out of wood, some made out of brick and mortar, like just a makeshift staircase that goes all the way around the perimeter of this like large cavern leading to the base of it. And at the center, like a ways down now, right? Because you guys are up on top where the sinkhole and the cavern starts, and the cavern floor is an 80-foot drop. Like you can see like darkness covering the floor, like you can't see it so much, but deep, like far down away, as if you were standing on top of like a small hill or a mountain looking down, you see there are like a fuckload of candles put out into a it looks like the shape of the moon on the ground, like a sea circle, like smile moon. And there is a guy like on his knees slumped over in front of all of those candles. And there's a bunch of like weird glowing like lines on the ground that are all around him currently. As Carl goes, holy shit, witchcraft. Ellie again. So I'm here to tell you what's been going on with ClockTower. We've been working on the animation for episode 1, and we have about 36 seconds of animated content, which doesn't sound like a lot, but basically each of those seconds took like at least an hour of work. So it's been a fun time. It's a lot, but I'm getting through it, second by second. Before They Were Lost, episode 2 drops today, so if you want to hear the end of that current side story, head over to our Patreon, and thank you to everyone who supports us. I think that's kind of it right now. We're constantly updating the Patreon, we're still working on the ClockTower test for the website, and we're constantly working on the animation to try and bring you a visual look at ClockTower. So just thanks for bearing with us while we get everything to you. We're really excited to hear what everybody thinks about everything we're working on, and we're working on it really hard. So, as always, if you would like to collaborate with us in any way, contact us through the Contact Us section of our website, ClockTowerAgent.com. And now on to credits. Berret was played by Bink, Sam was played by Cal, Trinket was played by Kball, Yeager was played by Trent, and I, Ellinthris, was your DM. The voice of our disclaimer was Valik Donahew. You can check out his work at patreon.com/themadlandreamer. All music from Season 1 of ClockTower that we reuse in Season 2 of ClockTower made by Who's Music. If you would like your own D&D music commissioned, you can contact them and find all of their work through linktree/whos.music or find it in the description below. Thanks, Who's. Sticky Shadows was a song used in this episode made by Cal and Andrew. Thank you to our editing team and Cal for making the episodes what they are. Thank you to our sponsor, Alpha Lupine Images, for donating the equipment to help us make more content with better quality. And thank you again for listening. ClockTower Season 2, Episode 15 will be out early for all of our patrons on July 14th and will release publicly on July 21st. The watch party in our Discord for that episode will be at 6 p.m. PSD on Saturday, July 22nd? Yes. Till then, time's ticking. See you in the ClockTower.